Hello and welcome to the Sunbirdcrochet Podcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from my balcony. Today I would change my setting because it's wonderful weather. Unlike last Saturday, it's not too hot, and I hope none of my crochet things will be blown off my balcony. So today I have for you no finished objects because I've been in the garden a lot, and I would like to keep you updated on my Ajax Sweater and on some shoes which I've made, and there is incoming and a bit of a chat. So let's start with whips. Currently on my hook I have the Ailyak Sweater. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is what it looks like right now. I've split for the sleeves. And I'm currently using 3 strands of yarn. This is my main color, and I'm holding these two together to get a smooth change into a different color. And once I will finish with these, then I will add as a second that bright purple right at the hem. I think I might. The main work I've done is on the Ailyak Sweater. The pattern is by Nomad Stitches, Sandra Gutierrez, and it's in her new book, Crochet Knitwear, or Modern Crochet Knitwear. I put it up here. I highly recommend the book for its content, not for the book binding, but it's the content which counts. My other work in progress is based on a Bucilla slippers pattern, slippers number 7066, and it's a pattern booklet from 1950, which I purchased an ebook version on Etsy. And I've actually managed so far. I've got some rubber soles with hemp or whatever it is here from Prim, and I used scheepjes, cotton yarn, I think it was. I will check later, and if I'm wrong I will just put the cotton yarn's name here on top. So I used this cotton yarn here, and I followed the pattern. I'm quite happy with it. This is where the foot goes in. It was kind of interesting construction. This is the heel. I'll just wait for them to walk up the road and for the motorcycle to move away. And would the birds please stop? Let's try that again. So these are my 2 summer shoes. I'm using the sole, a pair of soles from Prim, which is a German company, I believe. And the construction is quite interesting. You make points, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. You join these 2 together and these 2 together and this you make a longer point and you sew it onto the other where they were seamed together. So that way you don't actually see any seaming points. I'm quite pleased with how this went. Here at the heel, this is where the straps will go in, and you can or I could make it here in the top bit. I'm not sure yet, I will have to see. I could also use the eyelets as I said, and then I fold this over so it's a little bit flatter. At the moment I prefer this idea. And then I've used some really tough string which I still had. This was from a cheap shop for making like jewelry with wooden balls, but it's so strong that I thought, yes, that's ideal for attaching my shoe top onto the sole, and it's really like not coming off so far. And yeah, I'm happy. As I said, the straps are missing. I'm still thinking about gluing some fabric, colorful fabric on here, although no one will see it when I'm wearing them, so, and I don't need them for the comfort. I've made 2, and so close to finish. So the shoes and the Ailyak sweater are my whips. The shoes are for my Movie and Stitch project, and I will tell you more about the movie once they are finished. The movie is called Relative Values and is based on a stage play by Noel Coward, and it's funny. Not much happens actually. It's British aristocracy. The mother expects her son back from a holiday, and he brings back with him his new bride, who is an American actress. And the mother is not really happy with his choice. Let me say it like this. It all really starts quite a stir. And the servants, the staff of the aristocratic lady, one of them turns out to be the sister of the American actress, who actually is British as well and who left her working class family to become famous in Hollywood. To make matters more difficult, her lover from Hollywood, in her movies but also in real life before she met the Earl of whoever, comes after her to the UK and tries to win her back, and it's all quite funny. It's a social interaction comedy, and it's time-wise it's set in the beginning of the 1950s, and I thought that this pattern here for the shoes would be perfect, because not only does it it gives me the vibes of Hollywood era and glamorous summer life, and the pattern is actually from 1950. So there you go. So these were my whips. Now for incoming. First of all, I have 2 books which I bought on last Friday. I had Friday off. Last Thursday was a public holiday here in Germany, and on Friday I took a day off leave and went shopping. And I haven't been shopping like this for quite a while, but I went to a bookshop and I bought this one here, which also is kind of in the same theme like my summer shoes. The English original was published in 1952, and the title was Death on the Riviera. It's about a legendary British inspector whose name is Meredith, and he is going to the French Riviera. I know the Italian Riviera very well, but the French Riviera was kind of legendary for that time. Just think Cary Grant as John Roby in the Alfred Hitchcock movie, that kind of vibe, sunshine, sporty, fancy people. Anyhow, back to the book. So it's ticking all my wishes right now, especially after I watched Downton Abbey. So this is all the same vibe at the moment. And yeah, so that's the one book. Haven't started it yet, but I will tonight. And then I have in this little bag, which is Jane Austen themed, I have another book. I like a cozy crime mystery. So this one, it's also in German. It's written by C.C. Benison. And it's about a murder at Windsor Castle, and Queen Elizabeth is investigating the murder. The original title is Death at Windsor Castle, Her Majesty Investigates. So that tickled my humor, my sense of humor. And yeah, this is another incoming. So this is what I've shown you before. Then I have this color here, which is Nectar and Ambrosia by Wollwichtel. I was afraid that I wouldn't have enough of this color, so I also bought 2 skeins of this, which is pretty much the same, I would say. This has a little bit of speckles in it, but I think this would be great. This is Azural Blau, also by die Wollwichtel. So we're now at this color, this color, this color, and then I thought I still have this color here, which makes it a little bit more subdued. This is Drops Charisma. And then we have a leftover yarn from Marianne Yarns, which was Granny Smith, I believe. So this is my current color combination for the cardigan. And I've decided to use the knitting pattern Batignolles, which is by Sophie Okera, and I will put a photo up of the original knitting version of it. And it's a paid for pattern. You can find it on Ravelry and on Sophie Okera's website, and probably somewhere else as well. This is more or less about it for incoming. So let's chat a little. First of all, let me tell you about a few CALs, both with C and with K, and a Mel with an M. So the Summer of Romance CAL 2022, this is the hashtag on Instagram, is run by CrochetLuna and CrochetCakes. I talked about it last time already. That's still running. I'm still writing on the pattern for my pollen shawl, and I'm still busy adding to the pattern. Then there is another CAL, this time with K. This is the hashtag. It's ATPSCAL22, but crochet is allowed. So this is short for Across the Pond Shawl CAL, and this is run by Ruth Loves to Knit Podcast on Instagram. and little monkeys and _me on Instagram. They both have a podcast, which I will link down below in the show notes. This one asks you to knit or crochet a shawl, not a cowl. It has to be a shawl, and you will have lots of time. The details can be found on Ruth's Instagram, for instance, or on Fernanda's, who's Little Monkeys and Me, site. So just go there, have a look at the podcasts. And the third one is the Cozy Summer Mel with the hashtag, and it is run by Hannah Siegmund from the Cozy Cottage Crochet Podcast. And this is about a winter garment. Yes, because if you don't make your winter garment in summer, then you have nothing to wear in winter. That's basically the idea. Hannah has started a post on Ravelry in her group there, and you can also join by Instagram, posting your pictures on Instagram. Oh, by the way, the Across the Pond shawl, that has 2 hashtags. The one is for the chat, which is the ATPS Cal 22, and then there's a separate one for finished objects. It's the same, just with an FO at the end. So yeah, join in. I'm trying to join in all of them, so let's see how that works out. Yeah, so what else? Last time I talked to you about the Zoom meeting of the Crochet Circle podcast. The Crochet Clan was supposed to meet last weekend, but that was postponed because Faye got COVID. So if you watch this, Faye, then get well soon, and I hope that it's not too bad and that you're already recovering from the worst. And yeah, so unfortunately Saturday and Sunday both meetings were cancelled or postponed. I'm not sure if we will have another one just on a different date. But Mariette from the Crafty Stitches podcast, and I will link her podcast down below, she was already planning to have a Zoom meeting as well. And that happened last Friday night, and I joined, and it was a lovely group. There was Mariette and Lilani, I know those two, and yeah, just a lovely bunch of people. I was actually astonished how many were crocheting instead of knitting. I mean, it sounds... What I mean is that many of you said that you would prefer crochet, so I felt right at home. Yeah, so I don't have much else to talk to you about. I can't really see you anyway because it's so bright. But I hope that you enjoyed this open air and that the sound wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think that's about it for today. Not so much. I admit I was lazy. Saturday was really awful hot. It was like 35 degrees Celsius, which is far too much for me. And I suffered. But luckily today it's just, I think the highest we had here was 20 degrees Celsius, so that was lovely. That's my working temperature. So, just a little reminder, I heard it today from Ruth. I would like to say it to you as well. You can handle whatever this week throws at you. So, yeah, it can't be too bad, can it? Summer is ahead for most of us, unless you're living in the southern hemisphere, then there's still spring to look forward to. So I think I'm just blabbering now. You know what I will do now? I think I will get a drink and relax for a while on my balcony. See you next time. Bye! I forgot my video image. Yeah!